I'm Melanie Beran with Wyatt Properties, and this is your Deer Park September 2021 real estate update. Of course, if you're considering buying or selling a home, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that you get all the information that you need on your real estate journey. Now that all that's out of the way, let's talk about Deer Park. There are currently in the MLS har.com, right? Just a side tip. If you're looking for homes, make sure that you're using har.com. Those other big brand names are not the official MLS of your area. And basically where they get their information is they take information from HAR to there. So sometimes the information gets transferred incorrectly or it's not updated appropriately. So that's a side note. Make sure you're using har.com. There are 85 homes that are currently listed as active in Deer Park. Not a big number, but it's not a big town. The average price for those homes is just a touch under $293,000, and your average price per square foot right now for the active listings is $139 per square foot. Averages aren't everything. Range does matter. There are brand new homes in Deer Park. There are some, let's call them foundational homes here in Deer Park. You know, Deer Park had homes being built decades and decades ago. Actually, the house that we're sitting in is our home. It was built in the 1970s. My parents' home was built in the 1970s. They're here in Deer Park as well. So that's kind of, remember, there's a range, but we have people just down the street that their homes are less than 10, 15 years old. So Deer Park has a huge range. The price ranges in Deer Park for active listings is from $164,000 all the way up to over $500,000. $590,000 right now is the highest listed home in the MLS for Deer Park. What does that mean? Why does that matter? That tells you that regardless of your price point, there may be a home here in Deer Park for you. Deer Park is a really affordable place to live. And it has, you know, all the amenities that you need either right here or nearby. You know, we've got the H-E-B just down the corner and Walmart and all those kinds of things. Easy access to Fairmont and Target and all those things down Pasadena Boulevard. You know, 45 minutes to an hour from the beach, 45 minutes to downtown Med Center commute. So Deer Park has a lot of options. It has a lot of price range options. So no matter what you're looking at, there could be a home here for you. Speaking of homes, the average home here in Deer Park is about 2,100 square feet. Again, listed on the MLS. That doesn't take into account all the homes in Deer Park, but what's listed right now. The average size is a little over 2,100 square feet, and the average year built is 1982, so just a little bit older than I am. Now, the great thing about a lot of these older homes in Deer Park is they have been renovated over the years. So, for example, again, my parents' home built in the 1970s. They've had new roofs put on. Our house had a new roof put on it right before we bought it. A lot of them are going to have new windows that are going to be a lot more energy efficient. So, just because the home was built in a certain year doesn't make it less than. You're going to want to look at each home and evaluate it for itself. Also, make sure that you take into account things like flood zones, things like that. To our knowledge, this home has never flooded. My parents' home hasn't flooded as long as they've lived there. Deer Park is not necessarily known for flooding issues. So, you know, disclaimer, things happen, right? We live on the Gulf Coast. But a lot of Deer Park is not going to be in a flood zone that requires mandatory insurance at this point, things like that. So a lot of things to offer here in Deer Park. Also, something to consider about living in Deer Park is that the median list price and the median home value, all of that kind of thing, those things are all going up over the last 24 months. So over the past 2 years, the median sales price in Deer Park has increased by over 30%. The median home value has increased quite a bit. It has increased over 15%, the median home value in Deer Park, over 15% in the last couple of years. Home values are rising. So especially if you're renting, when you're renting, you're not gaining any wealth and you're not gaining any home equity. When you buy a home, yeah, you're going to have to pay expenses, but you're paying expenses anyways. When you pay your landlord, you're paying for their property taxes, you're paying for their upkeep and all those kinds of things. So you're paying these expenses anyways. So if you were thinking about buying, think about how when you buy a home, just by owning a home, if those property values rise, which over long-term real estate consistently does, you're consistently raising your net wealth just by owning a home. So I know for us, our home value has increased tens of thousands of dollars just in the couple of years that we've lived here. So we've earned tens of thousands of dollars just by owning a home and actually paying about $300 less in our mortgage than what the home we rented before that is renting for. So just some things to consider, and both of those things were in Deer Park. They're actually very similar homes built by the same builder, built in the same time frame, all of that kind of thing. And we are making money over the long run increasing our net wealth just because we live in this home. So things to think about. Deer Park is a great place to be. You know, school is back, football is back, Friday Night Lights, we're going to be taking our kiddo to that. We play sports in the area, and we go to church not too far from here. So anything and everything that you could want, Deer Park has to offer, and that is your Deer Park 2021 September update.